Now we are going to make Busby play a sound when a notification comes in from a particular person. We have lots of older notifications in the database, so we can scroll down till we find a notification from the person. Here is one. This one is an SMS. Notice that the name is out on its own in the extract column. That's because there is a rule in place which knows how SMS messages are formatted and can pick out the name. We can use the name as part of the rule we're going to make. We start by tapping on this notification and look at the bottom 4 buttons, which are the ones associated with rules. You can see that there is one extraction rule that matches this notification, but no other rules match it and are showing a 0 at the end of their line. But we are here because we want to make a sound rule, so let's tap that button and move on. Now we have a panel that lets us create a sound rule. We can see that the panel is partly filled in already, as it has put in the app name and the extracted text from the SMS notification we started from. It's also filled in the ID from the notification, although we won't be using that piece of information. We will just check 2 boxes to specify which notifications should have this rule applied, the app name and the extracted text. So only SMS messages from Christine will be affected, but if we left the app box unchecked, then any notification which extracted the same text would match our sound rule. We also need to check the box to make the rule active. That completes the part of the rule which works out which notifications will be affected by the rule. If we tap here, we can choose the sound file, including any sound file we might have around. Let's choose one of the notification sounds. Now we save the rule. And wait for the person to send us an SMS. And here it is, and the sound plays. Just to be sure, we will wait for an SMS from a different person. If we look over in the Buzz tab, we can see that the default sound is different to the one we choose for the rule we just made. And there is the other person's SMS with a different sound. I'm going to tap on the SMS from Christine because the summary panel looks a little different now. Notice that when we come back to the notification, the sound rule count for it is now 1, and when we go to the panel, it's ready to edit the rule rather than create it. I'll change the rule leaving out the app name, so any notification which matches an extraction rule that produces Christine's name will play this sound. Setting up the sound rule was really easy because there was an existing extraction rule that picked the sender's name out of SMS messages. If you have apps that don't have rules in place for extracting text, you will need to make those rules, and that's the content of some other videos.